Morning, I'm David Weiss from the San Francisco Bay Area. Been talking to Jim for quite some time about publishing a magazine. A little bit of background, I actually used to publish magazines back in the early 90s. And it started off as a coupon book, actually, Dave's Dollar Saver. And just to give you a little background, I was passing out flyers. I had a car detailing business. And as I was passing out these flyers on windows, there was other flyers from the pizza parlors and the dry cleaners. So I picked up those flyers and I offered those businesses that I could pass out your flyers for 5 cents a piece. And I made more money passing out flyers than detailing cars. And from there, the shopping centers got upset because flyers were on the ground. From there, it went to a booklet. Started putting them in mailboxes, but that's a no-no. So I learned I had to get a bulk rate permit, and it went to a booklet format. And then from there, I got a hold of a magazine company similar to Hometown Values, and learned that there was more money in maximizing your profit by putting multiple ads on a page. So I did that for many years. I did that for about 7 years, and put a lot of other publishers in business up and down California. So I never had any formal advertising education at all. Just kind of, I became a student and learned from other business owners and a chameleon. So over the years, I went into business with my father, and we sold that business, and I started to get into internet advertising and mobile websites. So that's what I wanted to talk about a little bit today, about mobile websites and the power of internet advertising. But as you know, so many of these business owners are trying different things. They're trying social media. They're trying, well, I need this, I need that. And they're spending money on enhancing their Yelp. And then they get upset that that's not working. And so I started realizing, well, these restaurants, they have these 5-year-old websites. So from your mobile phone, you go to click their phone number to make reservations, and their phone number is not clickable because they have an old website. You try to get GPS directions to go to the hair salon, and their website is old, so on a smartphone it doesn't look right. So for the last couple of years, I've been designing mobile websites, putting redirect code on their actual website. So it's not an app in the App Store. So you can still go to abchairsalon.com, and within 5 seconds, their website converts to a mobile-friendly site. And so I've been kind of a coach and advocate to these business owners to say, look, you're wasting money on advertising when you have an old website, because people are finding you on Yelp. They're Googling auto repair shop because their transmission goes out from their smartphone. They come across your website, and they're trying to call you because they're desperate, their car's not running, and your phone number is not clickable. So what do? They bounce out of it and they go to the next repair shop. So part of what I just wanted to, emphasize is that selling advertising in the magazine and offering them to, like Jim says, you're offering them more customers. But part of that is trying to transfer some of their current ad budget to us, right? And they're doing this, they're doing radio, they're doing newspaper. So if we could educate these business owners a little bit more and say, look, take a look at what you're doing. Maybe it will work better if maybe your website was updated on a smartphone. Maybe more phone calls would come through to you if people could click you. Maybe more people would add you to Facebook if your Facebook icon was easier found on your mobile site, and your Facebook, was not way out in right field on a mobile device. So that's kind of what I wanted to just kind of give that introduction. So what I did for myself, since I'm a brand new publisher again, is I wanted to make a unique tool. So if I came across a potential advertiser, and I'm in a parking lot and it says Joe's Painting Service, most of the time it's going to be a cell phone on that van. So I want to be able to engage with that painter really quick. So I thought of, okay, I'm going to text him and ask him a simple question. Do you paint houses in Danville? Well, I'm not trying to sell him anything. So he's going to get excited and he's going to reply back, yes. And then that's when I reply back with my Danville hometown.com advertised to 15,000 homes. So I kind of engage, let them respond, boom. Now they're at my mobile website. They could click to call me from there. They could read about the publisher of the magazine. They could see JPEG images of front covers. I have my media kit on there. They could pull it up in a PDF that has the map of my zones, has my rate sheet. I'm not hiding from anything, as low as 2 cents per home. And then they could kind of scroll through and see some other ads in there, which are smaller, but the point is it looks like I'm established, and that's how I engage with them. So there's a lot of unique ways to use this mobile website that's been working. I mean, you could go into restaurants, sometimes there's cork boards, people are putting their business cards up there, dog walking service, different services. So those are all leads, and most of those people have their cell phones listed on their business card. Even, I don't know if is Craigslist popular up here? Yeah, so on the home services section, usually those are businesses, they're looking for more customers. There's carpet cleaners, fence repair, I mean, it's endless. A lot of those businesses they're brand new. They haven't really started advertising yet, so that's the first place they go. But those businesses are open to a direct mail publication that's going to go to their local community to drive more.
Dave, I have a question about that specifically.
Sure.
Is this okay to interrupt you there?
Sure.
I would welcome anybody's feedback here. Has people had success? I have not tried Craigslist because I was under the impression those are people who don't have any money for advertising, I guess. But have people done this with success, and is that maybe not? Am I just wrong, or?
Are you talking troll Craigslist for leads?
No, I don't know. I'm talking about checking out Craigslist for leads, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, you got to try it. You know, you never know.
It's area by area, person by person.
Yeah, somebody might be slow and decide to put an ad on there that they're having a painting special. I mean,
Sure.
just try. I mean, it doesn't matter. Craigslist. It could be the van in the parking lot. You're getting coffee. The point is look for cell numbers, and that's what I'm using to kind of harvest leads.
Sure.
I mean, you could open up a Valpak, or you could open up the Sunday newspaper, and there's going to be a home service directory. Those people are advertising, and a lot of them have cell phone numbers in there. Or if you're canvassing in a shopping center and the owner's not there, you're collecting business cards. And so a lot of those times, if you could get the cell number, or for example, there's going to be a gatekeeper at the receptionist at a dentist's office or at a restaurant. Well, most of the younger generation in the early 20s have smartphones. So why not say, look, I'm with Danville Hometown, I could leave some information, but if it's okay, I'd like to text you some information on my direct mail magazine. You could take a look at it, and you could forward the text to the owner when he gets in. So it's, because a lot of times if you go back to that restaurant and the owner's not there, now you've at least engaged with the host or the hostess, and she'll remember you. Oh yeah, you're the one that sent me information.
So is this only for cell phones?
No, you could also email that. That's a smartphone.
You text, you were saying.
Yeah, so I use it as a text example, but you could, email that out to someone. Chances are they're going to look at it from their smartphone when they get an email. Most people are busy. They wake up and then they're drinking their coffee. They're on their smartphone. But yeah, you could be on a desktop computer. So I kind of designed that just as a tool to kind of help me jumpstart and sell more advertising. Because a lot of times, if you're doing your morning cold calling and you're calling on advertisers, they say, well, send me some information, email me, okay, or send me a media kit in the mail. Well, that takes 2 or 3 days. I kind of want to separate the people that, yes, we're wrapping things up. We only have a few spaces left in the magazine, and I really need a roofer, and I'll give you an exclusive. So let me at least email you or text you some information on my dates, my zones, and if it's something that you're interested in, you're serious, then I won't call any other roofers. And you do want to be the only roofer in my magazine, don't you? So, yeah. So it's just another tool to create more urgency that I decided to make for myself. Yeah.
Because people look at those things right away. It's in their hand, and they're like, okay, I'll check this out now.
Yeah. So I try to check, because if you email somebody, chances are, from the morning they wake up to the end of the day, I mean, you get 100 emails sometimes, even more. Your spam, your newsletters, your kids' sports, this and that. So a text kind of stays in front of them a little bit more. And also, with businesses, what I like to do is, some of my customers are doing these Google AdWords ads, and they don't even know what they're doing. They set up their account, they come up with their ad budget, and for example, a dentist, they set it up and they go, okay, $4 a click and 20-mile radius. So sometimes I have to educate these business owners and these dentists, well, why don't you narrow it down maybe to a 10-mile radius, lower your ad budget, and now use some of that ad budget and buy a third of a page ad in the magazine. I'm not telling you to stop doing your AdWords, But now, is someone really gonna drive 20 miles away, to your business? So narrow it down, take some of that money now you're saving $10 a day, that's $300 for the month, now you can at least get a sixth of a page ad. So that's what the last couple of years, I've been going and educating so many of these business owners of why they need a mobile website, And I'm excited about the magazine because there's less explaining for me, because it's just simple. Here's an ad in the magazine, full color gloss, direct mailed, 15,000 homes. A 10-year-old could figure that out.
Yeah.
I don't have to explain anything more. And now my mobile website is kind of like a la carte feature on top of the ad. So it's just less explaining for me. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to get back into the direct mail magazine business. And it's more of a residual. If I do a one-time mobile website for the restaurant, well, 6 months later, somebody could come around and say, well, you know what? My new employee said he could make it better for me. Well, now I just lost that. If I call up on a dentist and I say, I could do a mobile website for you, they might say, well, I'm already happy. I don't need one. Well, now with the magazine, I'm leading with the magazine. Do you want to buy a third of a page or half a page? And so even if they're already doing Valpak or newspaper, they still want more advertising. So the bottom line is I still want to educate these business owners on a little bit of social media, and I'm taking different classes. And so many of these business owners, they think that there's a special magic lotion potion that, they got to set up their Instagram account now because they don't need to do any more direct mail advertising. And what's nice is in the last 2 or 3 years, a lot of these business owners have tried, they've experimented. And I think a lot of them are realizing, back to basics. Just get, what works and what used to work. And there's less mail coming in the mail because it's 49 cents. It's expensive to do a solo piece. So we're the solution to help these business owners. Without us, they would be, I think, even struggling more. So I think that's the important thing, is to realize that, we're here to help them.
So I have another question for you, since you're the mobile guy. I had that kind of interaction in one of my zones, shooting for this winter magazine. I walked into a mechanic who was a new mechanic. I mean, it was just a home run for us. A solo owner, local shop, pretty new guy, going into business. So I walk in, I'm mailing right near your zone, and he's like, no offense, man, but I think your industry's dead. And I kind of just smiled and moved on. But do you ever get that? What's your response for that type of thing?
It's easier to give birth than raise the dead. I mean, sometimes you just have to either move on or.
Is that you just?
Yeah, I don't chase people down. I mean, if he's open, I'll try to.
I kind of checked out with that guy.
If he's not doing any other local advertising, chances are why chase him?
Fail anyway.
Why chase him?
Great mechanic,
Yeah.
he'll be out of business.
Yeah.
Well, and I kind of moved on from that guy quickly, and I guess that's sort of the blanket assessment you guys all make. When someone's got that idea plugged in, you're just like, next.
Go hit him up again. If it's
I'll hit him up next quarter and be like, yeah, how's that business going?
Yeah. So.
Okay. So you don't argue
No.
when people come up with like that stuff?
No. Well, there's plenty of businesses to talk to.
Sure.
Yeah. So. Great.
Are you done? Can we ask questions?
Oh, yeah, of course.
What is the site that you send people a text? What is it linked to? You give them a text for the information?
Yeah, did you get the text I sent you? Yeah, okay, I thought I sent it to everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just send it to me.
Oh, did you send it to all of us?
Yes,
Oh.
yeah, yes.
Is all I could do not to open it and read it?
What's that?
Is all I could do, he said, don't.
Well, I said, don't open it until because I didn't want to just
Yeah,
send it
yeah.
beforehand, but then you guys were good, you're not looking at your,
So Dave, let's talk about you and I. You sent that to me. I was really excited to see that as a possible tool, like you said, to engage a potential client early in a soft way. You're kind of putting them in the driver's seat to gather information, like this painter guy you talked about. This is a tool that we could potentially have for all of us area publishers. We just need to explore some options on cost and how many people would come in, because it's a template you've built and you would just populate it with our information, correct?
correct, yes.
So that might be something we could use Dave as a vendor potentially to help us use this as a tool. I know I'm interested in the product.
Is that what you showed us the first day?
Yes,
That's a winner. I was impressed with that.
yeah, thank you, yeah.
Yeah, you did a good job, and it was easy on the eyes, it was easy to navigate, and it just jumps out right on Value Magazine.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hey.
Thank you.
All right.